आई थिंक ओवरऑल अगर आप देखें तो विकेट डिफिकल्ट था। आप बोल सकते हैं कि एक बार जब हमने 20 ओवर बैटिंग की तो 160 के ऊपर अगर आप रन ऐसे विकेट में डालते हैं तो कई बार लगता है कि विकेट थोड़ा आसान हो गया था बाद में। आई फेल्ट रोहित की बैटिंग इसलिए भी स्पेशल है क्योंकि 3 विकेट जब गिर गए थे उसके बाद एक पार्टनरशिप की जरूरत थी एंड दैट वाज द राइट टाइम। द गुड थिंग इज हार्दिक जब गया तो ही स्टार्टेड प्लेइंग द बिग शॉट्स। दैट टाइम रोहित मेड श्योर कि उसको थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा स्ट्राइक मिले एंड ही स्टेज टिल द एंड। तो ओवरऑल अगर आप देखें तो ही यूज द पेस ऑफ द बॉलर इन बिटवीन, दे बॉलिंग बैक ऑफ द लेंथ, सो ही प्लेड अ फ्यू कट शॉट्स एंड he actually exploited the field more than not. So I feel that was the kind of batting that was really needed, and because of which Hardik could also express himself, and because of Hardik we got those extra 15-20 runs. Otherwise we thought 140 ka score would be a very good score. I think the approach was good because all of a sudden you don't want to go out there when you get a chance to bat thinking that you want to do all these things. What's important is to play the delivery according to the merit of the delivery, and I feel today that's what he was doing. He played a fabulous shot through the mid-off region, and I feel that's the kind of batting that is really needed of him because it's important for him to score runs. Even if it's 15 runs, 12 runs or 20 runs, because that will give him a lot of confidence, and we all know once he's confident he's a completely different player. And also to expect him to score big in the very first opportunity that he gets, or in fact any other player gets, it's very difficult. So I feel he'll need a bit of time. An opportunity like this is always something that will be good for him. It doesn't really matter how many he has scored, but the time that he spends in the middle is something that will be very crucial, not only for him but also for the team. So I felt his approach was good, and a few more games like these that will really help him out. I'm not saying we want to lose 3 wickets up front, but even if he goes in and keeps scoring those 12, 15, 20 runs, that will really help him out. I think you don't need to tell him. He knows one thing: hit the ball, and that's what he does. Every time he goes into bat, he's somebody who wants to clear the boundary. The more games he plays, the better he will get. But definitely he has the skill. It's something that's very difficult to have, that skill to clear boundaries, right from the very first delivery. And of course it's good to see him, bowl 4 overs also, because that will also give us a lot of strength. What it does is it means you have that 3 fast bowlers in the team, and at the same time you have 2 proper spinners and the part-timers also if needed. So even if there's dew on the field, you don't need to change your playing 11 too many times, because every base is covered. You have spinners, you have fast bowlers also. So I feel he gives us that strength. Also at times people may question that having proper 7 batsmen is a luxury, so why you want to go with 8? It's good to have a proper bowler at 8, but if you have somebody like him who can do the job, then what's the harm? Also what it does is it gives him that liberty of going out there, and if he gets going, he will always give you that 10-15 extra run. If 160 is a par score, he will give you 165, 170 or 175. So it's good for the bowlers. And eventually, if you see, we always wanted somebody like him, but I don't want to comment right now, depending on the T20 performance, because the 50 over performance is completely different. Over here it's 4 overs, so you can get away with it a lot of times. But when you're supposed to bowl 10 overs, 4 or 5 overs in a row, then come back second spell and third spell, so it's a completely different scenario. But what we can see is definitely he has talent, and if we guide him and if we give him confidence, definitely he can be somebody who can do that job for us. Well, the beauty of Ashish Nehra is he knows what he needs to do to be 100% on the field. One of the major concerns about him was his fitness. He had the tendency of breaking down, but still the good thing about him is he knows what he needs to do. He has a fixed routine as to these are the things I need to do, and whatever happens, he follows that, and that's the reason he's so disciplined. And because of all that, he's playing today. He's, I think, 36 or 37. So ideally the format also suits him. It will be slightly difficult for him to play the 50 over version, because all of a sudden you're supposed to be on the field for 3.5 hours fielding and all that. But this format, with the kind of experience he has, it really counts.